Hello and welcome to the Nation of Expert Gaming videos. Today for you, we have got for you the midfield pretty much just of the Spurs. We've got 6 new players from Spurs to do, and then finally we'll finish off with the rest of the midfield and the attackers in Spurs. So starting off with Dembele, he was originally an 80 in CAM, 81 I've upgraded him to. The stats that I've upgraded, the pace I've kept same, shooting I've given an extra 2 to. There's an increase in passing by 2. Dribbling stayed the same, I think that'll stay the same. Defending has stayed the same, and I've given him a 1 extra heading. Reasons for this: Dembele last season played 43 games, and that was starting, 7 on the bench, scored 2 goals and 3 assists. 43 games this year with 10 bench as well, he managed to score 2 goals, but did manage to get an extra 2 assists, so he managed to get 5 assists within this season. So he has had an increase in assists, which I believe will increase for him. I think he was on the margin from getting an 80 to an 81 from last year's results. So I believe 81 it could push him up to, especially with the increase of passing, because obviously he's been assisting. And I think that is the perfect rating for him. Next up for you, we have a young gun of the Spurs. He's 22 years old. It is Holtby. He's a 78 originally in non-rare. He transferred from FC Schalke from last season, so he's spent 1 year at Spurs. Last season for Schalke, he did play 32 matches, 9 on the bench. And what I mean by bench as well is he played 32 games where he started, 9 benches extra that he played. He came on from the bench. He managed to score 9 goals and 3 assists. I believe he was playing more of an attacking role for Schalke, because when he came to Chelsea, he managed to play 33 games this season. I believe he transferred in January last year, and he managed to play 33 games, so 1 more game. He benched 12 this time, so an extra 3 games from the bench. He scored less goals, he scored 4, but I believe he did score, he did assist, 12 assists, so I believe that he definitely deserves some sort of increase. I believe he's playing more of a kind of an assister rather than a kind of attacking midfielder in the role for Spurs. So the increase I've given him to a rare. I've not upgraded his overall stat, but I believe he'll get an increase in 1 in pace. Shooting will go down by 2 as he didn't score as many. His passing will go up by 3, I reckon. Dribbling will stay the same. Defending will go up by 1, and I believe heading will go up by 2. So I believe they're the stats. Do you agree with me? Leave it in the comment section. Moving on to the next player, we have one of the older players, Huddlestone. He is 26 currently, obviously not very old, but he's kind of one of the average ones. So his stats from last game, I believe he was injured the whole of last season, as he did only manage to play 1 game and 3 on the bench, so he did only assist 1. I believe that knocked his rating down quite a bit, as obviously he's not been playing. But he's came back this season, 17 games he's played and 12 off the bench, and he has made 6 assists, so I believe his rating will go up quite a little bit. I've given him a 2 increase at least. I believe it would be unfair to not upgrade his stats as he came back, but these stats are not brilliant. But again, it could be that he stays at 77, it could be that he only goes up 78, but I believe he does at least keep his rating. I don't think he'll go down. Maybe he might possibly go to a non-rare. It's stats that I've upgraded, obviously a 2 overall. I've kept him in centre mid, and what I've upgraded, I've given him an extra 2 pace as he's coming back with more fitness kind of. Shooting has increased by 1, passing increased by 2, dribbling, and sorry about that, dribbling's got stayed the same, heading stayed the same, and his defending has gone up by 2. So let's do it. That's what I've gone for. Next player we got is one of the transferred players. It is Paulinho. So Paulinho has came in this summer transfers. He has had a decent run, to be fair. Last season he played 63 games with 3 on the bench, and he scored 13 goals, 4 assists. This season for Tottenham he's played 47 games, 1 bench. He's not played any for Tottenham, I don't think yet. He's played a couple in the Confederation Cup. He might have played a couple for Tottenham by now. But he's had 47 games, 1 on the bench, 13 goals, 3 assists. But also now at the minute in this season, because obviously the Brazilians had the international friendlies and Confederation Cup, he managed to play 13 games, no bench, but 5 goals. So he is going to be a decent player, to be honest. I believe he will stay in the CDM for Tottenham, and I've given him an increase of 2. He did start off in a CM for the Brazilian side, but I believe an 82 in centre defensive mid, even a rare card I think he'll be. I think he'll be a very good player for Spurs, to be honest. So the stats I've increased are no pace increase, I've given him a 2 shooting, I've given him 2 passing, 1 dribbling, 2 defending, and I've given him none in heading. So I think he will be a player that definitely increases up the ratings and hopefully will become one of the decent players for Tottenham. So we'll soon see what happens this season with him, as I believe he'll be a heavy link with the starting lineup with Spurs. So I'll have to look forward to giving you that and giving you very good updates soon. The next player we've got is Sigurdsson. I may be saying that wrong. I know it's Sigurdsson or something like that. I call him Sigurdsson. I could be saying that wrong, but I will go with whatever I want to say on his name because I have no clue. He played last season 30 games, 2 on the bench, 7 goals, 5 assists. This season he's managed to get up 30 games again, 27 on the bench this time, 12 goals and 8 assists. He has had a massive increase. I did really want to give him an 80, going up an extra 4 from his original rating, which was 76, but I don't think FIFA will do that. He did manage to rack up 2 informs this season, and also he might be even considered to go into a left mid, as his second inform did manage to get into the left mid position. But I still think he'll be a very vital cam, even with Holtby, maybe both of them playing together in that sort of attacking centre mid role. The increased stats I've given him is a 2 in pace. I've given him an extra 3 in shooting, 2 in passing, 3 in dribbling, in fact, 1 in defending, and I've given him an extra 2 in heading. So pretty much all round going up in stats, but I think he will be a very, very good player for Tottenham and hopefully will progress as he gets older, as he is only 23 years old. So finally we are moving on to the last player, and it is a Brazilian CDM, I would say he is, and it is Sandro. Okay, yeah. So, Sandro, what did he do for the last season? Last season, he managed to stay at Spurs for 21 games, 9 bench, 1 goal, 1 assist. This season, he's gone on to a bit more on Spurs, and he's got 38 starts, 4 benches, 3 goals, and 2 assists. So, not a massive increase, but I believe he will be increased definitely in the Spurs leaderboards. Gone from an 80 to an 81. He did manage to get, during FIFA14, an upgraded card from 78 non-rare to an 80 rare. So, that already shows that he's had a decent season this season. And I believe he's 24. He's definitely hitting his prime now. Hopefully he will continue being a boss for Spurs. I've given him non-pace increase, 2 shooting, 1 passing, 1 dribbling, 1 defending, and then I've given him a 1 heading as well. He's one of the players that I think will definitely keep up the ratings, and we'll soon see. So there you go, there is the midfield for Spurs. Hopefully this is a little bit better. I've given a bit more research into to this one, as the last one did seem to go down a bit pear-shaped and a few of the facts were a bit wrong, so I'm sorry about them. Hopefully this is better. Leave me your feedback and I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye.